morning show. We're on the air at 9 o'clock on every weekday night, taking calls about the Jazz.
Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the post-match review show on Rangers Radio. Hamilton 1, Rangers 4. On the panel tonight, we have Bridgeman. Evening, Bridge.
Oh, can I say a big good afternoon to yourself too? Huge good afternoon to the boys in the lobby and to all the Rangers fans listening in post-match. Good afternoon and welcome back to Rangers Radio.
Here we go. Arthur Montford still alive and kicking.
Brilliant, isn't it? Brilliant.
You can call in 0141 356 1972, or if you Skype in, you're looking for rangers.radio.com, online.com, and Old School Blue will bring you straight into the Skype panel, but there we go. Anyway, what'd you make of that, Bridge?
Well, I think it's a sickener for the BBC, for Sky TV, for all the Hamilton people, and all the rest of the people that hate the Rangers. A sickener. But for us, a fabulous result. 3 points. I think thoroughly deserved 3 points. 2 good goals by us, 2 smashing goals and 2 well-taken penalties. And they scored a really, really good goal against us, which made it us, shall we say, a poor defensive goal. But in reality, I thought the guy putting it in the net was superb, absolutely brilliant. But what I think some of the statements you say or some of the things you say, it will send you to sleep. Yeah. Get the game stopped.
Dreadful game. I think right up to Ryan Kent's goal in the 40th minute. Great through pass for Morelos, incidentally, and I thought he took it absolutely brilliantly. We Kent lobbing the keeper, but until then I'm saying, oh my God, this is dreadful. Normally a game will fly by, but I'm watching that and I'll tell you what I was thinking. See if Hamilton get relegated, all the better. And the sad thing is there are lots of teams in Scotland capable of playing that way against us. That's the thing.
Yeah, absolutely right, pal. And lots of them do. I mean, that team started off with two banks of 5, in all honesty. And parts of that game, they were just kicking everything above, well, it's no grass, is it? Above plastic level. It's really and truly.
Aye, definitely. But we've been joined by a close personal friend of mine. It's our Cairo. Afternoon, Cairo.
How many close personal friends do you have, True Blue?
Oh, 1 or 2, my friend. 1 or 2. What'd you make of that, Cairo?
Poor. I think Stephen Gerrard summed it up in his wee statement at the end there. We weren't there today. We seemed to settle for 1-0 with Ernie pushing on. So, it was pretty poor to watch. I think the last 10 minutes, them scoring, that was a broad goal they scored as well. But that gave them a kick up the arse they needed. So I think the 2 penalties were more or less done deals. I think they were definite penalties, to be honest. And the last goal Morelos scored, it was interesting that Morelos was involved in most things that happened today. With the goals wise, So I was quite chuffed.
He was also involved in getting kicked all over the park, Bridgeman. Would you not agree? And wound up.
Yes, I think that, to be honest, I think Hamilton got everything they deserved. I thought their goal was wonderful. I thought that young boy Miller that played up front for him had a couple of wee runs that were really quite nice. But over and above that, I thought all they wanted to do was boot the ball and boot our players. And they wound, trying to wind Morelos up just to get him booked and sent off. And it was absolutely shameful. Shameful. And you know what? Not one pundit has said that's no right doing that. Not one pundit said it. They've just accept the fact that it's there and it's fair game. I'm sorry, it's not good enough. Not good enough.
No, it was constant, Cairo.
It was, and I put that in the lobby just to me and CB, Cumbrian Bear, just a wee thing about it. And that's a tactic Hadji is as well, because he is prone to reacting. But I definitely think somebody must be coaching him, because that time when he got booked, did you see him? Whilst he looked as it may have been a foul, he never reacted. The other guy got up and started having a go at him after Morelos had been booted up and down the park all day. And I think you can, there's only so much you can take. But that guy had a go a couple of weeks ago, a couple of months ago, Morelos would have shoved the guy away, had the petted lip out, had the arms gone and everything else. He just stood there and laughed. And I thought to myself, that's different. That's different. And I think that for me that says to him. But again, if I was a Hamilton, a Motherwell, a Livingston, or an Aberdeen, or one of their kind of teams, I'd be saying to my players, if you can get a go at him, have a go at him. I mean, I'd do it. That's what I'd say. So it's no anything new in the game, and we all did it. We knew the guys in the opposing teams that you could go and wind up. You knew the guy you could say something, and all that kind of thing. It would get him going, and we did it. I mean, Christ, a guy I played with. It was absolutely brilliant. We were playing down at it was at Motherwell Welfare. We were playing down at the parks down there, down to the club down under. And this guy played centre forward. I don't know who the guy was. Anyway, he was growling at our centre half. And our centre half was a big guy, he's just one of the kind of guys. But he was calling him a fairy, So the guy gets his comb out and all that kind of thing. The centre forward getting angrier and angrier, and we knew that was going to happen. So at the end of it, what happened is he kissed him. The guy was centre half kissed him, and the guy chased him. The guy gets sent off.
I heard they're engaged now.
but he kissed him, so I don't know if the guy is maybe a Rangers supporter on this board or no, but if he was, it'd be interesting if he phoned in. But their centre half kissed him. And it was as funny as anything, because you seen it coming a mile. Everybody's seen it coming a mile away, And
I think they've got a rain phone in Carol.
But it's part of the game, that's what I'm trying to say. And Morelos, I think when you seen it today, I mean, he did get booted up. Not just Morelos, but particularly Morelos. And it was different folk doing it. That big guy at the back had a go at him a few times. And that time the guy faced him up, he just laughed and he kept his arms. And I'm saying to myself, that's a change. So I'm hoping that's a significant change, and that he's sort of a threshold for reacting goes up, because the best thing he could have done was score a goal, and he done it.
Aye, definitely, mate. You agree with that, Bridge?
Oh, aye, absolutely. Aye, absolutely. No, I was saying it I even put it in the lobby. He didn't half score a fabulous goal at the end, and 92 minutes or something like that, and he scores a wonderful goal like that. Superb. And you know what I think? That's a right get it up you go, isn't it? That's a right get it up you go.
That's exactly what I thought. When CB put that in the lobby, I said to himself, you're right, CB, rub their nose. That's the best way to rub their nose.
Absolutely.
That's the best thing you can do to them, is do that. I can imagine, you, Bridge, in the days gone by, you're trying to wind a player up and then suddenly he goes and scores a goal. I can see you jumping up and doing like the wee guy shoots buggy going, rabbits, I hate rabbits.
Yeah. No, you're absolutely
but you're right,
right.
It would frustrate the hell out of you, wouldn't it?
Oh, aye, absolutely. I used to absolutely hate these, the arrogant forwards, the real arrogant ones, who were gallus, could play football, and it's a real tough battle. Your job's to, and during the game, you've got to make it physical and take it away from the skillful side, because if the skillful side's left, if you don't do anything about the skillful side, they'll murder you. If not necessarily themselves, but they'll bring one or two of their midfielders into the game and just play around you. You got all these things, so you've got to make it physical or put them off in some way or other, But I think
that's more the key, Bridge, because when I played against big centre halves and that, see when they started trying to kick me, you were used to it week in and week out. So you that was like a strength to you, because you knew what was happening. So you played in that, and every time I moaned like anything at the referee, I whinged at the referee. Every time the guy shoved you, leaned on you, well, just whinge, because eventually the referee has a look and he'll see it one of the times. But if you find another way of putting him off, whatever that is, then that's what you do. Sometimes it is, if the guy's timorous at all, then you gave him a good dun, didn't you?
I played striker, nobody ever kissed me.
You weren't gallus enough, True Blue.
Yeah, I'm not that pretty in the eye either.
A face for radio.
But it's ridiculous. We've won 4-1, and all we're talking about is big humping centre halves. Quite honestly, I think the only way Hamilton are surviving that league is playing like that every week, because they were absolutely dreadful. Now, they scored a decent goal, but that apart, they offered nothing. I thought.
Now, other than we've got a European tie coming up, and I'm quite sure their manager said, look, get into them, get in about them. because they don't like this part. They'll not want to get injured. Blah 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 blah. All that stuff all comes into it. Now, whilst the manager isn't going out there and tell them to kick folk and do that kind of thing, he's telling them again about them so that our players aren't going to go in full pelt if they're going to fall in an AstroTurf park and get burnt up in the place. And we've spoken about it before. I don't think it's real football playing in an AstroTurf park. I think it's crap because your players cannot go 100% out into tackles or running down the wing knowing that somebody's going to come in the back of them or in the side of them and lump them onto this AstroTurf. They'll shy away from it.
It was it's like snooker and pool to me. You know what I mean? It's two different games on AstroTurf for me. It really is.
Can I just say, I object to you mentioning snookers when Cairo's on?
I know, mate. So you can't help it.
That's my strong point.
It comes into your head when he's on.
I know, that's what I'm saying. You mentioned that. Cairo's into the long game, the old long game of snooker.
I think a better analogy would be tennis and table tennis bridge. How's that?
I like it, pal. I like it. I have to say, when I know I played a lot of football, and when you're playing against, and you come up against some fabulous players. I have to say, there's some of the best players I've ever played against. They weren't really skillful in the greatest sense of the word, but they knew the game. Yeah. They knew how to play football. They knew how to do things in a really clever way, and it makes a huge difference if you know what you're doing. See, when you don't know what you're doing and you come up against these guys, they make a mess of you.
Yeah.
Oh, you're in trouble. But again, going back to the game, lads, I think it was the 80th minute they equalised. I don't know about you guys, but I feared the worst. I says, here we go, mere drop points,
Yeah,
that was the way I felt about it. And by the way, Blue Shadow, that's a hate crime. If you want to read it, Lobby. But I really did. I feared the worst when they equalised. Stephen Boyd got the equaliser. It was like, here we go. They've not been in the game. He's blasted one for it there. This will be drop points again.
Yeah, I think you're right. I felt exactly the same. In fact, I went through and put the kettle on and came back through just so we get the first penalty. So I nearly missed it. Somebody in the lobby says it for a fact and came back and it was 4-1.
Now, just to say to you, True Blue, that smoothie, Dolmar McKinn's on.
All right, okay, I know. All right, hiding down the corner. Afternoon, Dolmar. What's your thoughts on that game?
Good afternoon again, lads.
Hello.
It was heavy going, wasn't it? It was starting to go that way the last 10 minutes. They get the wonder goal. You're thinking, oh no again. But two definite penalties, as far as I can see. Even the second one, I thought his knee clipped him, and that's what it takes for you for your legs to get entangled. But hard gone. I think he done a good move taking Katic off, putting Worrell on. Katic was having a nightmare. Maybe he should have been subbed in 60, but at least he subbed him. I think Advocat done that. If you were playing poor, you get subbed, regardless of the point of the match. But 3 points, ecstatic.
I think they brought Worrell on because, apart from Katic not playing very well, I think he was starting to. You could see that the pace wasn't there in his game. After about 20 minutes to go, he started to fail quite badly. I thought quite dramatically, and he brought him up at the right time. In my opinion, I think it was just pure pace. Just ran out of breath. That's all.
That's your match fitness, isn't it? You really need to be playing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Playing regularly, get your full 90 minutes in. But yep.
But you could see, Dolman, yourself playing football. Sometimes if you're no match fit, you're sort of, how can we say this? Your coordination, your eyeball coordination goes out a wee bit, and you can see a couple of times he went for the ball thinking this is mine, I can reach it, and he couldn't reach it. Particularly on that park. The ball bounces and spins a wee bit different to what you think it's going to do, so you've got to be right on top of your game. By the way, I thought we played very well on that park, considering we were a bit wary of getting injured. Every single one of them were very wary of getting injured on that. You were absolutely right when you said that.
I think sorry, on you go.
On you go.
I thought you should have brought Katic off earlier, to be quite honest with you. I thought it was I think you should have had him off probably just after the start of the second half, because his passing was poor. He wasn't up with the pace of the game. He was getting mixed up. I just thought he kind of he gave me palpitations at times.
he had a real poor game, Cairo, and I think it was obvious, you know. I remember remarking to myself about it. I watched the game myself. I'm saying, this is not what Katic, he's having a dreadful game. You know, but I was surprised as well, because we'd been talking during the week about the plastic pitch. Would they risk, you know, players coming back for injury and stuff? And I was amazed to see Jordan Rossiter on the pitch, and I was amazed to see Katic coming back in that game as well. Particularly Katic, you're playing at the back, and the way that bounces, it can be completely unpredictable at times.
Yeah.
Well, you know, if you think about it, Andy Halliday hasn't had a full 90 minutes for a wee while. Rossiter, obviously not. Katic, not. You know, so he had quite a few boys in there that just hadn't had the 90 minutes, and they needed that under their belt. They needed all those minutes in their legs, and I think Rossiter can right through it. And fingers crossed that every one of them are okay and they haven't got an injury. I thought Halliday pulled his hamstring, and I thought he was getting taken off, but I was delighted to see he stayed on. So that's them set up, because we've got a huge load of games coming up midweeks as well. You know, incredible.
Aye, definitely. But I was thinking, I know you're talking about the incident with Halliday going off, and I'm looking at him saying, he's going to bring on Flanagan. And I remember again remarking to myself that, you know, here we go, at least we've got cover nowadays.
Aye.
You know, when a player gets down and a player gets half injured, you know, you've got a decent replacement now, and I think that's made a big difference. But going back to Katic, I thought that's the poorest game I didn't think he had that bad a game in him, being honest, you know, but he was really dreadful.
Just wasn't there at all, True Blue, was he? I mean, he's coming back. He's maybe need a wee bit more playing time. And in the you know, the junior team or whatever as you want, the reserves or whatever. But he certainly seemed to be just a wee bit off the pace, and his passing was really poor, I thought.
Aye, dreadful. But sorry, go ahead, Dolman.
Yeah, I think that pitch did look like the 5G. And I played in the 5G, and it's different for the 4G as well. It's a bit thicker. And I think you can see with the players, all the players in the first half, that the passes were short because the ball sticks in it, and you need to put a wee bit of purchase on it than usual. And especially the first half, there was just a lot of slack passes by us, and that was fundamentally down to that park, I believe.
It was noticeable in the crossing. You know, they seemed to have the ball long all the time, you know, and I just felt... I just don't like the pitches at all, mate. I really don't. You know, you go to the pits or something, you play five-a-sides, it's not even like AstroTurf. It's a bit of plastic or plywood, if you ask me, you know. But for professional football, it's not on for me. But
that pitch was a joke. That pitch was a joke. Just a joke.
Aye, but sorry, go ahead. Bro.
No, please. I'm just saying it was a joke in that pitch.
Aye, well... On that point, I was going to make the point about Jordan Rossiter. I didn't realise, you know, the commentator came away with that's his second start in 2 years.
That's right. That's amazing, just amazing.
Aye, that's a boy we all rate highly. I'd love to see him back in the team, but, you know, somebody's kidding on the lobby there. That'll be Rossiter out for another 6 months, you know.
Well, yeah, by the way, I may say there's a lot of folk that empathise with that kind of statement, because that's the kind of thing that's happened to the boy, and it's quite tragic. And I drew attention to it just earlier on when I was saying, I just hope, fingers crossed, there is nobody goes back to Murray Park, the Hummel Training Centre on Monday, Tuesday, whenever they report, and claiming injuries. Oh, just hope there are no injuries, and the manager is allowed to bring the other boys in that have got no injuries now, you know, are getting fitter, and he's going to have a smashing fit squad, with the exception of Dorans.
I think he was effective, Rossiter, without being outstanding, Cairo.
I think the lad he's got it. It's just, you know, he's more on the bench at Auchenshire than he is in the park. So that's you know, in the I think he's full of potential, everybody says, but when 2 starts in 2 years, you're not getting value for it, are you?
No, absolutely not. You're absolutely right.
You have potential for 20 years with Paul McStay. You know, it doesn't wash with me. You know, after a wee while, no, it's got to go.
No,
you know?
That's true. I mean, what age is Rossiter now? About 22, 23?
That's about that, yeah, 22 I think he is.
Yeah, I mean, your bones and everything should be acclimatised to playing in that kind of football without. But again, it's been one big injury that's been pinging him through his career, and I think they'll get through that. So hopefully for a laddie, I hope he's I hope he comes good, because it'd be like having another, if everything's true about him, his potential and all that, because he certainly looks like a player. He goes full-blooded into tackles, he can pass a ball, he's got those sort of legs that are like he looks like a compass. They open at his shoulders kind of thing when he's tackling. Right, yeah. And you know, he seems to have it, he can pass, he's got a wee bit of vision about him. So it does seem to have the attributes, it's just a matter of just keeping fit, so we'll just have to see. Personally, I think this is his make or break season. If he doesn't come through this season playing pretty, with a lot of game time in the first team, then I think we should just cut our losses and say ta-ta.
Well, there was people saying that during a close season, Dominic. Would you think, Rossiter?
I think we spent too long on him to let him go now. I think I'd give him another. I don't think we'll get the best out of him until next season. I think this season, play him, and hopefully we'll see him maybe 4 or 5 a run of games, 4, 5, 6 games, and I think we'll start seeing him. But it just needs to be injury free. But as I say, I think just treat him with kid gloves and you know what I mean, and don't throw him in every game, expect him to play. Just try to get him to be injury free and build his strength up. He's
definitely got it, though, man. I mean, when you look at him and see the way he plays, and that, I think you're right there. It's how the debate is how long you give him, isn't it? To be honest.
As I say, I think we've spent a long time on him, and I think he's worth another season. No, if he gets another injury and he's out for months again, then I think I'd say no, we need to cut and go. But if he remains injury free, over and above your wee niggling injuries, then I think we keep him.
I honestly think that, in my opinion, I thought that Rossiter was close, very close to being my man of the match today. I thought he did a super game. It wasn't very much. He didn't lose the ball a lot. I thought his distribution was very good, and he tackled well. I think the only black mark I've got against him is that he went in for a poor tackle and get booked, and it was a deliberate one. You could see it. And sometimes from a midfielder, you think, well, he's taking one for the team, but in reality, it wasn't really. It was just a bad tackle, and that's all there was to it.
I think in that instance, you're right, Bridgeman, absolutely right. I think he knew he was there and he went in for it. Yeah. He did bring the player down, knew he was stoking him up to play. But in general, his play of the day I thought was pretty good. The thing I like about him is they always say you know a good player because they've always got space running about him. He always seems to have space, doesn't he? He always seems to be, well, that's an easy ball, he's playing there. He's one of the kind of a players that he always seems to make room for himself and he always seems to play an easy ball. Now, you can't continually do that in every single game and people say, oh, he just plays the easy ball. You've got to make that space for yourself and you've got to be able to distribute the ball to make it look easy, haven't you? And I think that's where I think he's got it. It's just a case of keeping fit.
Kyra, were you a midfielder?
I played forward and then I played centre midfield, aye. Central
midfielder. So you know a wee bit about the defensive side and the attacking side, let's put it that way.
Yeah.
And I think that, to be very honest with you, to get the space, you've got to know the game. You've got to have played the game, and maybe at different positions. And you've got really, really good midfielders. When you've got them in your team, you feel absolutely wonderful because all you need to do is put the ball into a space. They know what it is. They'll come and get it, and they create their own space when they've got the ball at their feet. Just fantastic to watch. There's Oxtear himself was a wee midfielder for Partick, and he claims he was a really good midfielder. He probably was, but he claims it anyway, you know. Well, you know, midfielders are like that. They've got a nature of their own. So
we all claim we're good players on here, Britain, because we don't anymore.
Bridgeman, I was never ever fast. And see, when you had somebody, I was fast in the brain, but I wasn't that fast a runner. So I had to play a wee, you had to play football a wee bit. But see, when you'd play wingers or you're a centre forward, the minute they seen you getting the ball, they made a break. It was manna for heaven for you because you just slide the ball through them. It was second nature to you, when you had nobody running or when you were on the ball and there were folk coming at you and all that kind of thing, there weren't any movement. That's when it becomes hard.
Yeah, it's really tough, really tough. Really, really tough,
I'm still mulling over the Cairo being fast in the brain.
That was my purple patch, true.
I love it.
Listen, Dominic, feel free to jump in with these two. They get through at the bingo for gabbing, so don't be sitting back waiting in a space to get in.
The only reason I bet he was a quality midfielder as well. Yeah.
Hey, Bridgeman, the only reason True Blue knows that he's in the car park watching us.
I'm not a medical expert, but I'm worried that fucking True's talking to himself all the time. Excuse the language.
His wife's not a medical expert either, and she says the same.
Brilliant.
Seeing I've not got one, Cairo, that'd be difficult.
Oh, you must be talking to yourself then.
Aye. Oh, listen, I like my own company. Don't worry about that. Anyway, better talk about football. This is the Rangers. You know your own, by the way.
Oh, sorry. Aye. No, the Rangers played poor today, to be honest.
Aye, at the end of the day, Cairo, we've achieved the goal. We've went out there. We've got the away one. That monkey's off our back, and it's onwards and upwards for me. Thursday night now, but the day I just thought the game was poor. I don't think there was any flowing football at all played today. I think it was a poor advert for Scottish football, being honest, if you were watching that in England, you know.
Yeah.
Dumbarnet.
It was turgid, wasn't it? It was turgid. It was just slow and ponderous, and it was just, I think Gerrard said that they seem to have been happy with that one goal. And you're saying push up. I think Katic and Golson had all the possession at the back. And you're going, I think the possession half time was 70-30 or something. But it wasn't coming out of half fast enough. And it wasn't going through the forward. It was just, but 3 points yet. And we'll take that all day long. But I took a 1-0. But it was stressful when they scored the winner goal.
No, man, you know, when you think about it, we played Aberdeen and we're 1-0 up at half time, and we hang on and we hang on and we hang on, and we lose a goal right at the death. And it's tragic for us because we did play quite good football. But in the last 10-15 minutes, it was just backs to the wall, in the box, and just pump it anywhere type of thing, you know. That's what it felt like. And Motherwell, we did a similar exercise. We're 3-2 up at half time, and we're just going to hang on right to the very death here. Remember, against Aberdeen, we were down to 10 men anyway. But against Motherwell, we did the same thing. And we allowed them to pump the big high balls in, and away they went. And they put all sorts of pressure on us. And unfortunately, they scored a goal, which actually was quite a good goal for them. But truth be told, woeful. So here today, what happens? We go 1-up, but deservedly, I think. And they come out and they score an absolute worldie. What a fabulous goal the boys scored. And then they start pumping the ball up to go for the winner. And we were actually cracking. Big Gay Katic was actually struggling, I thought, at times, with these high balls. And we got through it. And I thought to myself, we're going to come away with a draw. Let's hope they don't lose. Oh, my God. 3 goals in a row. But 2 penalties in 2 minutes. Magic. Just magic.
Do you not think that is a... Sorry for interrupting.
Go on.
I'm just thinking, do you not think it's a bit of a problem when you've just read out the 3 games and that we fell into that same trait a wee bit today again? I know there's something amiss there when we're doing that. That's 3 or 4 games we've done exactly the same thing, slip back, get into that sort of a rotty, we'll win with this one goal, no making any penetrating moves or that kind of thing. So there's a problem there, I think. There's a fundamental problem there.
I agree with you, and I think that's what I was meaning. I think there is a fundamental problem. Right.
I think the difference today is you've got the human behaviour side of things, where we've sat back Aberdeen, Motherwell, and we've lost a goal. So we're trying to learn there for a negative. Today we've sat back again, we've lost a goal, but then we've come back and we've got our 2 or 3 goals. So I think that mentally that might get inside their head and go, well, you know what, we get a win out of this time, but we need to learn that we can't sit back 1-0. We just need to go forward for more goals. So I think there is a difference there. You learn for the good as well as the bad. You know what I mean? And the last Motherwell Aberdeen, that was the bad. They never really learnt for it. So we're just hoping we're learning the day for the good.
Can I ask you a question, Dilmana? Were you a slinky midfielder?
Oh, centre forward.
Oh, you were a centre forward, so you were a cheeky big striker, were you?
Yep.
Well, I love it. I love it.
That's your Bridgeman's Christmas card list. I need to go, guys. All the best to you. I wish you all the well, Lorraine.
Right, Cairo, thanks for phoning, mate.
All the best,
Cheers, Cairo.
Cheers, Cairo.
But I think as well, guys, as I said earlier, that's, it's objective achieved, we've got that. But I'm concerned about the lack of consistency in the team. They're capable of playing some brilliant stuff, but seem to be completely unable to break that down. It's worrying for me.
I have to say this, True Blue, and I really do. I know we've struggled to get this win, but this win this away form has been really poor virtually since the turn of the year. So I think it's like February or something since the last time we won away from home in the league, that is. So this is a bit of a shall we say, I can't remember the term they use, but it's a watershed, it could be. And, here we are, we're sitting here, we're in the sort of the qualification rounds, potentially getting into the qualification rounds of the Europa League. We're in the group stages, playing quite well. We're fifth in the league, 5 points behind the leaders, and playing quite well now. Hey, would we have dreamt of this? Would we have dreamt of it? I must admit, though, before the game, I would have said we were struggling away from home. We're not struggling anymore. We've won away from home, so we've got no excuses. So from now on, we must be able to go out there and play our game, both at home and away. This has got to be the watershed for Rangers from a away perspective. Please, let it be like that.
I think you're dead right, mate, but, top of the Europa League group, still in touch with the league, still in the League Cup, getting into the semi-final of the League Cup. We struggle against a team that couldn't buy a point,
But, if you were Aberdeen today and you heard that Rangers scored, right, they managed to score. It was a lovely goal we scored, a young Kent running on it and pumped it past the keeper. Marvellous goal. And then you heard that we'd lost a goal in the 70th minute or something like that. Wow. Would you not be thinking, hey, we're luck's in. We've got nothing to worry about with this Rangers mob. They're just rubbish. They can't beat Hamilton.
Who got the man of the match?
I don't know, pal.
Kent
Honestly, don't know.
Tav?
I would probably be Tav for his 2 goals. I wouldn't be surprised if it was Tav. I would have gave it to Morelos in a sense because of what he put up with during that game. I think he was a medal he gets for putting up with that rubbish. And that referee was a scandal today. Scandal.
He was happy, wasn't he?
Else. He was involved in everything, Morelos. I thought his through ball for Kent to run onto was absolutely brilliant, Absolutely great. And that last goal he scored was fantastic as well, But the 2 penalties, I think the 2 penalties in quick succession paid to them, But
did you think there was any doubt, True Blue? Did you think there was any doubt about any of the penalties?
I think both of them could have went either way, mate. And I'm not saying I've got doubt about the penalty, but you've got this doubt about the referees thinking. Some referees wouldn't have gigged them, some would, and that was it. And the day we were lucky, the referees seen them as penalties and that was it. But they were kind of, the ones where the referee has to decide whether it's a penalty or no, Maybe split the panels, if you like, about the veracity of the claims. But aye, we got 2 penalties anyway, that's it, It's the old one, innit? Was that a penalty? Aye, you look in the papers tomorrow, it was a penalty.
I think that sorry, Dominic, come on in, pal.
No, I was just going to say about, I think we could maybe a 3rd penalty. I think if Candace would have went round the keeper for Morelos' goal, then I think the keeper would have took him down, and you can imagine the meltdown if he took 3 penalties. But I thought it was a really good goal, Morelos. He took it.
Fabulous.
He took it brilliant. I thought we'd ruined the chance, but great for his confidence for Thursday as well.
But
there'll be a meltdown we get 2, mate.
There'll be, Dominic, to me, there was 200% penalties. A question I've got, and hopefully somebody in the lobby can tell us, is this. Did that chap get booked for handball in the box when there was a penalty given against him? For a probability, no. I'm saying that probability is no. Andy Halliday went in for a tackle down at Rangers corner flag on the left back position, and the ball hit his hand, and he got booked.
But you don't get a double punishment, do you? You get the penalty, and you don't get a double punishment. I think that's
you can get booked. You must get booked for a handball in the box.
I think the penalties. I think.
You think so?
I think the penalties now. rather than booking or sending people off. But I think, maybe the second one, if it's the same player, you go, well, you know what? That's two you've done.
How can you give 2 penalties away within a minute and never get a booking for either of the two of them? Just unbelievable.
I would argue against the first penalty, but the second one, I think the ref should be in his jurisdiction to go, you know, that's 2 you gave away. I'm giving you, they're getting a penalty, plus you're getting a booking because you need to stop that behaviour. You know
the wee guy that run up and chested Morelos when Morelos sort of bumped into him, brought him down, and Morelos managed to just walk away from him to McKinnon. I thought when I watched that boy coming out the tunnel and the camera in the tunnel, and I thought you could see that boy was pumped up. I mean, seriously pumped up.
I've got a serious question about him, that McKinnon. Do you think he's uglier than Scott Brown, or do you think Scott Brown's uglier than him?
Well, actually, they could be twins in my mind.
Triplet Spud for train spotting.
That's yeah, it could be. No, he was pumped up to the heavens and wanting to do it. And is it Ziggy Gordon, the boy? Oh my goodness gracious! And there's another one that just booted everything. So I think we were very fortunate. I have to take my hat off to the manager, the Hamilton manager, and say that he got his team really pumped up for that game. Our team somehow didn't get, call it what you like, but they certainly weren't pumped up for that game because they're slow, deliberate play. What was it you said about them? True Blue would get the game stopped or something like that, you know. They were just dreadful.
They were dreadful. Having said that, mate, you can see that. See the way our football was. Hibs pumped them, what was it, 6-0?
6-0, yeah.
So you're coming out in the next game, you're saying, I can't, you know, as a manager, you'd be saying, if that happens again here, we're playing the Rangers, I'm getting my books. You know, so you've got to go out and set up like that. But I think that's a fundamental problem. It's rang with Scottish football, if you like, you know. Because these teams go down, if they go to the Premier League and go down into that division, you know, you're talking a mountain to climb to get back in, you know, and it's desperation with a lot of them, particularly nowadays, the way managers are getting 10 minutes in a job and they're getting bagged. That's the way it seems. But again, guys, try to be a bit positive. You know, it was a dreadful game. There's not a lot we can say. The only thing I was positive for me was we scored 4 goals a day in a very, very difficult match on a plastic pitch and a team that was determined not to allow any football to be played. So I'm quite happy with that, you know. Oh, yes. I'd said before the game, I hope it's 3, and I went for 2 because I think 1-0 would be fine for me. And that's what I went for. Obviously, the 3 was a really big hope. But there we scored 4 goals. Admitted we let one in. But Jenks Crivens, did we not have to fight for that? Did we not have to fight? And we actually started playing football nearer the end of the game, didn't we? When our tails were up and we knew they weren't going to catch us. Aye,
we got a bit more adventurous, you know.
Just on a side note, lads, Spartak, they're currently getting beat at home 3-2. 3-2, 89 minutes played.
Augurs well for us.
Looks like they were 1-0 up, 1 each, 2 up, 2 each. Then this other teams, whether they are Arsenal, something, Tula, have scored in 65 minutes. So 90 minutes played. So hopefully that's a downer for them.
Well, yeah, that'll do us fine. We go into the game with a win behind us. Not only just a win, but we're first for the club. That's the first win we've had since sometime in February. Yeah. Amazing. Yep. Amazing. So then we'll get that. We're past that. That's right. The monkey off our back. And we won. We'll get 3 points. We're lying 5th in the league, 5 points behind the leaders. And we're going to be playing, my goodness gracious, we're still playing in the group stages of the Europa League at Ibrox, against a team that's got gubbed at the weekend. Good chance we can maybe do something at Ibrox. I'll be there. Come on, Rangers.
Yeah.
Well said, Bridgeman. I think that's it. Although it was a poor game today, I think in a couple of weeks it'll be long gone and long forgotten, you know, and we march on. Big week still to come. That's 1 out of 3 we've got so far. We'll be moving on Thursday night to take on Spartak. And then, of course, we've got the Sheep at the weekend, the semi-final of the League Cup. So big week for the club. I wonder if that was in the back of the minds of the players today, don't man up, yeah?
I think so. I think it showed the last time as well. They just want to get ourselves injured or go into these tackles for the European, because let's be honest, a load of professionals, 1 minute you're playing at Ibrox, big European night, then you're going to Hamilton, who haven't even got full stands, and it's like 3 men in a dug at some points, you know what I mean? The neighbours and that are standing in their gardens watching that game, so it's night and day, so you can understand why some players can't get themselves up for the game, but professional they should, but you can understand why it doesn't happen.
Can I just give a huge shout out to the Rangers fans that were there today? They were absolutely magnificent. Fantastic. They sung the whole game. Brilliant. Brilliant to them. Well done.
What about you, Bruce? Do you think our Rangers players maybe on Thursday night in mind today?
Yes, I think that was obvious that they just wanted to play their game and get it over with, to go home with, particularly after they scored their goal, go home with a 1-0 win. That would do them. They might not go above Hibs, but they would still be there. They've got the 3 points, which is what they wanted to do. And obviously would have taken anything else. But I think that's the way they played, and I think we were stuck with it. And all the Rangers fans on here were all probably sick watching it. It was just dreadful to see, and so on and so forth, until they scored that goal. And again, hats off to the boy. Fabulous goal he scored. Our goalkeeper had no chance with that. And then we got up the pitch very soon after it, and within 4 minutes or so, we're on level, and within 5 minutes we're ahead, and so on and so on. And we came alight. Once we got 2-1 up or 2 goals ahead, we just went ahead to them. And it was great to watch. Only thing I want is no injuries. Nobody comes in for training or treatment. I'm very happy that if that happens, because then it gives our manager a chance, and I'm really looking forward to Thursday. So come on, the Rangers!
Yeah. I think it's the Spartak. That was their forward that scored their 2 goals. One in 13 and one on 45 plus 2. So he's probably a danger man for us on Thursday. This Z Louise or something. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but hopefully we'll have enough
time. On and put him on him.
Yeah. That's full time as well there. So they get pumped 3-2, which is
you dancer.
No, well,
these results. I just love these results for us. I love Rangers winning, obviously, and it was even better when we scored really good goals, which we did today. I thought our captain took 2 tremendous penalties, well scored. And I thought they were deserved penalties. The guy complaining or claiming that he never touched it with his arm, what a liar.
Rolled in his arm, didn't it? Rolled his shoulder.
Hit his shoulder and went down and hit his arm, absolutely. There's no doubt about it was a penalty, no doubt.
It was like Harlem Globetrotters, wasn't it?
No racism in this show. But Tav, superb, these penalties. Classic penalties, unbelievable.
And that goal Morella scored, there's another $500,000 to $1 million on his price. There you go. Fantastic.
Well, Vince said that we'll get more for him than they did for Dumbelly. But anyway, guys, before we shut down, you want a quick word, Dolman?
No, just roll on Thursday. Full house under the lights of Ibrox, and let's go.
I hear ya. Bridge, final word for you, mate, and I'll come back in.
What can I say? It's just fantastic result for us. Last 10-15 minutes, we started to play a wee bit more football, and we got 3 goals. I thought we deserved all 3 of them. No problem at all. Hard luck for the young lad that scored a wonder goal. Just a great goal against us. And well done, Ryan Kent, for scoring his goal. And can I just say to all the Rangers fans all over the world, particularly Rangers fans on here on Rangers Radio, every single one of us, keep it going for the Rangers. Thursday's coming up. Keep it going.
So there you go. That was the last word by Bridgeman. But I'd like to thank all you guys in the panel for calling in. It's your show. It's your platform. So thank you, Bridgeman. Thank you, Dolmanuk. And a big thanks to Cairo. Old School Blues in the background doing the technicals. Fox is on the Randan, I think. So a big thanks to everybody listening, YouTube, Twitter and all these other things, and particularly to the boys in the lobby as well. We'll be back Monday night, 9 o'clock. This has been Rangers Radio. Good night, everybody, and enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Sing of victory until the football glory from Kilmarnock to Dundee. We follow Glasgow Rangers, our hearts are strong and true. We are the people cheer the boys in blue. A goal! A goal! We're ready to acclaim. A goal! A goal! To win another game. We follow Glasgow Rangers, our hearts are strong and true. We are the people who cheer the boys in blue. We'll be there at Ibrox when Rangers take the field. They'll follow on to triumph, for we know they'll never lose. And 60,000 voices will cheer the whole game through. We are the people who cheer the boys in blue.